There is a water leak. Come and repair it immediately. We have rusty water coming from the faucet. Please do something to stop it. This water smells bad. Though the buildings look nice or the water looks clear, the joint parts of the water pipes of the building are blocked up with corrosion. If no measures are taken to prevent the growth of corrosion for buildings of being built more than 15 years ago, the corrosion blockade inside the pipes gets bigger and causes water leaks. When water leaks from the joint parts of the pipe, it is time to replace the pipe with a new one. The cost of changing pipes is very expensive, and you need to stop the water supply for a long time during the construction. There are other methods besides replacing with new pipes. Filter degassing of oxygen, electrical rust prevention, and magnetic equipment are used. However, any of them cannot completely stop the corrosion. These conventional equipment flows corrosion out of the pipe. Therefore, the surface of the inside of the steel pipe has contact with the water again. It makes oxidation again, corroding the pipe faster. Reducing the corrosion to magnetite is the best way to stop the deterioration of the pipe and protect the pipe. NMR Pipetector is the new technology to reduce the corrosion to magnetite and make the pipes like new again. NMR Pipetector is used of NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance phenomenon. It is the only equipment to make the rebirth of the pipe by reducing the corrosion to magnetite without outflow of the corrosion. NMR Pipetector does not need to cut the pipe or stop the supply of water during installation. We will explain first why the corrosion is formed inside of the pipe, an oxidation mechanism of iron. Iron of the water pipe contacts with water molecules and oxygen in water and becomes iron hydroxide. This iron hydroxide soon reacts with oxygen and becomes iron hydroxide oxide. This iron hydroxide oxide is the corrosion. If the corrosion inside of the pipe grows more, the corrosion blocks up inside of the pipe. In other words, when iron contacts with water and oxygen, the corrosion starts and damages the pipe. We will explain second how NMR Pipetector reduces the corrosion to magnetite and about NMR phenomenon. Atomic nucleus of odd atomic number substances, for example, hydrogen, atomic number is 1, is polarized into N and S. When giving some specific microwave to this magnetic polarized atomic nucleus, this atomic nucleus starts resonating and spinning. This phenomenon is called NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance. The microwave supplied by NMR Pipetector installed on the pipe makes the hydrogen atomic nucleus of water molecule spin and the cohesion of water molecules smaller. It is the excited state of small cohesion water molecules like thunderclouds. Like the thunderclouds, electrons are continuously discharged by the movement of small cohesion water molecules, moving up or down by the power of a water pump. These electrons are supplied to iron hydroxide oxide, corrosion, and reduces it to magnetite. When the corrosion changes to the magnetite, whose volume is 1/10 of the corrosion blockade becomes smaller. NMR Pipetector makes hydrogen atomic nuclei of water molecules spin for more than 6 hours and make it in the small cohesion condition or excited state. Electrons are generated continuously while the water is moving and keep on reducing the corrosion to the magnetite. So NMR Pipetector can protect the pipes from corrosion and keep the strength of the pipes. When big cohesive water molecules are cut up by the outer energy of the other conventional methods, such as supersonic or magnetic equipment, positively charged hydrogen and negatively charged oxygen will pull each other soon and start to bond again. Therefore, the conventional methods cannot generate electrons or reduce the corrosion to magnetite. As we mentioned, one of the most important characteristics of the NMR Pipetector is to reduce the corrosion to the magnetite without flowing the corrosion out of the pipes. NMR Pipetector stops the bad smell or taste of the corrosion soon after being installed, and it makes it unnecessary to clean or sterilize the inside of the drinking water pipes. Since the corrosion is reduced to magnetite by NMR Pipetector, the corrosion blockade gets smaller little by little and makes the pipes like new again. NMR Pipetector is possible to install on the outside of the pipes whose inner diameter size of up to 2 meters. NMR Pipetector makes it possible to keep the strength of the pipes by reducing the corrosion to the magnetite without the outflow of the corrosion, and makes it possible to use for more than 40 years. In Japan, magnetic and infrared ceramic equipment were questioned as to their effect in 1988 by a research group sponsored by the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. An oxygen degassing equipment cannot stop the growth of the corrosion by 100%, and the growth of the corrosion still continues. Today, only the NMR Pipetector can stop the growth of the corrosion by 100%. Comparing the NMR Pipetector with the other types of equipment, now you understand why NMR Pipetector is the only equipment that can stop the corrosion without outflow of the corrosion and supplies the best safety and security to the customers. The advantageous points of NMR Pipetector are as follows. NMR Pipetector solves the corrosion problem at the cost of 1/5 to 1/10 of pipe lining work or changing to new pipes. And NMR Pipetector reduces the corrosion to the magnetite, so it is unnecessary to replace with new pipes, and it can decrease the repair cost of the pipe. The running cost and maintenance costs are unnecessary. The conventional method of the pipelining and changing old pipes to new one, there is a need to cut the pipes and stop the water supply during the construction. But with NMR Pipetector, there is no need to cut the pipes or stop the water supply because NMR Pipetector is installed on the outside of the pipes. So NMR Pipetector is the best equipment to install for hospitals, hotels, electric power stations, and factories that cannot stop the supply of water. NMR Pipetector has been installed on the water supply pipes in many facilities, and its effect to reduce corrosion to magnetite is confirmed by the decrease of Fe ion content in water. NMR Pipetector was installed for Japanese Red Cross Medical Center in order to stop the colored water, prevent the growth of the corrosion and deterioration of the water supply pipe, and decrease the repair cost of the pipe. When installing the NMR Pipetector, there was no need to stop the water supply, so that is one of the reasons to be installed for this hospital. Fe ion content of the first water in the morning before the installation was 2 milligrams per liter, and it went down to 0.27 milligrams per liter in 6 weeks after the installation of NMR Pipetector. The color of the water was 30 degrees before installation, and 6 weeks after the installation, the color went down to 5 degrees. In the case of the Hokkaido Industrial Research Institute of the Japanese government, which was built 25 years ago, the Fe ion content of the water, which is not used during the day, was 0.789 milligrams per liter, and the color was 14.7 degrees in the morning before the installation of NMR Pipetector. Within 2 months after the installation, the Fe ion content went down to 0.423 milligrams per liter. The color was 9 degrees, and 4 months after, the Fe content was 0.262 milligrams per liter, and the color was 5. The corrosion-colored water did not appear anymore. In the case of the engineering department of Nihon University's 3 buildings that have been built 25 years ago, Fe ion content was 7.8 milligrams per liter for number 8 building, 1.2 milligrams per liter for number 9, because the steel galvanized pipes are used. For number 10 building, in which the vinyl chloride lining steel pipes were used, Fe ion content was 0.11 milligrams per liter. 6 weeks after, the Fe ion content decreased dramatically to 0.03 milligrams per liter for number 8, 0.01 milligrams per liter for number 9, and 0.02 milligrams per liter for number 10 building. The colored water completely stopped. NMR Pipetector reduced corrosion to magnetite and decreased Fe ion contents in water, so it stopped the colored water. NMR Pipetector is highly evaluated by many facilities related with the Japanese government. Here we have many satisfied reports from the apartments installed with NMR Pipetector. We had a serious rusted-colored water problem before, but it stopped in 1 week after the installation of NMR Pipetector. It was hard to wash away the mousse on the hands, however, it is easily washed away without soap now. It is surprising. Before the installation, we used to often have water leaks from the pipe. However, we now do not have water leaks anymore after installing the NMR Pipetector. We studied for 1 year which measures would be best to prevent the corrosion blockade, and we reached the conclusion that NMR Pipetector is best because it is cheaper, it does not need to stop supplying water during the installation, and it guarantees effectiveness. We feel it's the best decision because the Fe ion content and the corrosion blockade decreased in a short period of time after installing NMR Pipetector. I am looking forward to seeing the next results in 2 years and 3 years. We have had the drain pipes cleaning every year before, and I was surprised to see how much corrosion flowed out every time it was cleaned. Then I thought the NMR Pipetector might be effective on the drain pipe because it was effective on the water supply pipe. As I expected, after the installation of NMR Pipetector, the corrosion does not flow out from the drain pipe when it is cleaned, and many apartment residents say that the taste of water is much better because NMR Pipetector is installed on the drinking water supply pipe and keep its effect on not only the supply pipe but also the drain pipe. All of our customers are satisfied with good anti-corrosion effect by the installation of NMR Pipetector, and many of them say that the taste of water is much better as well. NMR Pipetector helps to decrease the repair cost of the water supply pipes. It helps to prevent construction work, waste materials, and expensive costs caused by changing pipes from old to new ones, and save the energy for producing new pipes. NMR Pipetector contributes to the environment and supplies clean and good-tasting drinking water.